farmers, it's Wednesday the 11th of September and we're back with some mods. So first up is English Bakery. This is by MS Modding, 25.29 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in a construction menu and under productions and factories. So we'll scroll along a touch to find it. There we are. 50 grand to place down. It's going to do your standard bakery shenanigans, so your cake and your bread. But it's not in, as the name would suggest, English style bakery. Now can we go inside? Oh yes we can. And then once inside, you've got your production chain menu there. A little bit of a seating area. Oh, like some afternoon tea there. That's alright, that's alright indeed. Obviously got your nice detailed counter there. Oh, some donuts. Oh, I do like a donut. Now obviously it's going to do your standard bread and cake. I mean, it could do break. Just combine the two, why not? I mean, is that door open? No, that's just standard, although I like this. Nicely detailed inside. And the outside looks great as well, the old brickwork. And you got your pallet spawn point just there, and round the back is going to be your loading in point. That being said though, I mean, you could do like a little bit of a role play scenario on the go, you know, around the back of the counter, selling off your bread and your cakes, or even your breaks, if you want to call them that. Oh look, it's got sprinkled donuts there. Oh, that's ace. Right, next up is Open Garage. This is by Flint Town Modding, 89 kilobyte on the download. And you're going to find it in a construction menu and under buildings and sheds. 5 grand is what it's going to cost you. And as the name suggests, it's an open shed. So open all sides, well, to the long side, short side, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, you've got this little wall there for you. But drive-through options on the go. So it's sort of like got like 4 bays. And you've got this bit in the middle you could probably, you know, put small pieces of equipment, like front-loaded tools, that sort of thing. Or even some bales and pallets if you wanted to. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is Pallet Storage Shed. This is by Perla196PQXR, 40.93 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it in a construction menu and under buildings and silos. So we'll scroll along to find it. There we are. 35 grand to place down. And it's saying it's going to hold 5 million litres. But obviously it's a pallet and bale storage. I don't think it's going to hold 5 million litres, mind you. About 5 million pallets or bales. Although, if it did, that would be ace. That would be ace. So you got your loading in point just there. You then got your taking out point just there. Obviously you got your, I've been said, it's got an icon there. There's no option to, it's not letting you click on it. Okay, how'd you get your stuff out? Well, alright, we'll carry on, have a little look around, see if there's anything as we go around the corner. I mean, there's nothing popping up in the left hand corner. I'm clicking the button in. How'd you get the stuff out? I mean, normally it just, you know, you click on it and it says, oh, storage is empty. That is, alright, fair enough. I mean, it looks alright, don't get me wrong. I think that's a little bit strange. You're not going to be able to get your stuff out. Alright, fair enough. Right, next up is Grain Heaps. This is by AgroSeba, 0.23 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find him in a construction menu and under buildings and silos. Now, you've got a few different options for these. It's not just a one silo fits all. You do need to pick the right one for your crop. So we've got wheat, we've got barley, canola, oat, sorghum, soybean, maize, which is corn, sunflowers, and then that's the last one. So obviously, if you've got a load of wheat, say like in the trailer we got here, you need the wheat one put down. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to store your stuff. So you got your loading in point just there. You got your taking out point just there. There is a collision when you come on just there, where that cross is. It just it does bump your tractor up. It's not completely open. So just bear that in mind. You don't want to get yourself stuck, like I did when I was setting this up. But it is what it is. So you come in like that, and then once you get the right area trigger marker coming up, there we are, RB&Y, we'll unload like that, and there we are. So it's going to start filling up like that, no problem. I mean, it feels pretty quickly. I mean, it's 182,000 litres in this trailer, and it's done. It's full up. I mean, to be fair, it's got 150,000 litre capacity, so obviously it's not going to take the full lot, but you just want to come over here and you think, oh, you know, actually I'm going to take some out. Alright, just come over there, click fill. It's taking a little bit longer to fill than it does to... A little bit longer to fill your trailer than it does to empty, mind you, but... it's alright, that is. Right, next up is Grain Mill A. This is by DS Power, 19.95 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under productions and factories. So we'll scroll along to find it. There we are, 50 grand to place down. And you're going to be making some different stuff. And quite a lot of it as well. So we'll come back to that in a minute, because you do have a sell point that goes along with it there. So we've got Grain Mill A mod just there for you. Obviously sell your new stuff in there, not a problem. So you come over here, you've got your production chain menu, you've got your loading in point, you've got your taking out point just there, you've got a pallet spawn point, you've got another pallet spawn point around here, and another one, because this makes all sorts. Stuff's going to be coming out of everywhere, let's face it. Right, so you got your production chain menu there. So you can make flour, so your wheat, your oats, millet, which is going to be your sorghum, barley, and corn flour. You can then make grist. Yeah, that's going to be needed for another little thing down the menu. So you got wheat, barley, raw CCM, oat grist, sorghum grist, rapeseed grist. Right, okay, because you're going to need those for some reason to make mineral feed. So you got mineral feed there. You got mineral feed again with the grist, oat grist. What's the others? Barley grist, canola grist, and so on and so on. You can also make flour bio. Flour bio again, so you got your wheat version, your barley. You can then make dried wheat, so you need to put some diesel in. And you get dried wheat and get some stones out. You got dried barley, dried maize, and then dried oats. So that's what you can be making your stuff in. Fair enough. And obviously once you've made it, whether it's coming out of that spout over there, whether it's coming out of one of the pallet spawn points, just bring it over here and then jobs are good. That being said, let's have a little look. I want to see how much the prices are going for that sort of stuff. Because obviously, new crops and things on the go, you'll make sure you're making the right choices in it all. So your corn meal and flour meal, yep, no problem, 2.5 grand. Then got your barley grist. To be fair, I think like the grist is like the leftover bits. That's what it seems to me anyway. So then you got 1,100, 2.5 grand for that one. Oat grist, maybe. Then you got your flour bio, 3.5 grand. Well, just under 3.5 grand for that one. Then you got your dried wheat, which is top one's 1,500, 1,300, 2.5 for your oats. And then 1,100 for your corn. All right, so let's compare that to the standard stuff. So what was it? 1,300 for the wheat. We'll go with that one. So right back up to the top of the menu. Come on, there we are. So there's a couple of hundred extra. I mean, ignoring the Goldcrest Valley, because obviously you got to rent a train for that one. I mean, the rest, it's a good 200 to 300 extra per 1,000 litres. Not that bad at all. Next up is Workshop Building. This is by Payzor Modding, 10.01 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and tools. So there it is, 35 grand to place down. And obviously, as the name suggests, it's a workshop. Right, no problem. So you've got your hatch marking area. So bring your vehicle, equipment, whatever, into that area. And then you've got all these doors that open at the front like that. Nice decoration, bit of rustiness on the go. Paint peeling off, that looks ace. So you can open up all these doors like that. There we are. Jobs are good. And then you've got your workshop trigger down here. And then once you're inside, plenty of storage area. I mean, the hatch market area does go all the way in here as well. All the way down to that bit. So you could place any sort of vehicle you could get through the doorway, piece of equipment, whatever, park it up overnight, let the garage fix it up for you, that sort of thing on the old roleplay. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I like those doors. Those doors are ace. With the old distressed look, paint coming off, bit of rust on the go. Oh, very nice. Well, next up is Polish Cowshed. This is by Cernizek, 24.11 megabyte on the download. And you can find these in the construction menu and under animals and cows, as you can well imagine. So first up, we've got this one here, 60 grand. It's going to hold 30 cows. Obviously, a bit of an enclosed space because you got the second one, 70 grand. It's got a little bit of a pasture on the back. Yeah, some outside space for your cows. Now, they both work the same. So you got your slurry taking out point just there. Got your animal dialogue box just there. So 30 going in. Milk taking out point just there. Then you open up these doors like that. There you are. And inside is going to be your food loading in point. You have got this ladder that you can get. There we are. Are we up? Oh, I've dropped down. You can get upstairs. Because once you get up there. Oh, easy. Open the door. Yeah. Oh, I'm in, because once you're in, you've got a hayloft on the go. And it's got a little bit of a hole there, you can drop bales through. Ah, oh, that's alright, indeed. And you come out there, obviously you got the second one, that's got the pasture on the go, so they've got a bit more space to have a run around in, so entirely up to you. You go for whichever one you want. Right, next up is Barman Cowshed. This is by VN 11.0, 53.83 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in a construction menu, and again under animals and cows. Now, there is two versions. We've first got the one that we've got placed out here, which is the old version. We've also got a new version where you can change the colour of the roof. So if you go for that one and press right on the D-pad, you go for a different colour roof. Or just go for more, I'd say, aesthetically pleasing, because that looks alright. Especially like with all the ivy growing up the walls. Oh, nice. Nice indeed. So open up that door. We've got plenty of storage on the go. Drive-through options all around. We've got another ladder. Can we get... No. Come on. Can we get up there? Almost. Right, third time lucky. If we can't do it on the third time, we're going. No. I'm out. It's not working. Right, so open up that door. Obviously, plenty of in and outs of that building. No problem. We come around here. And we've got this door that opens like that. There we are. So inside, you can load your food and your straw. Come around this side, you've got your milk taken out point by the tanks. And we come around here, we've got another. Can we get up that one? Oh, we can. That one's got a little bit of a better angle. We can get up there. Oh, a little bit of a hayloft. That's all right. So we come out of there like that. Round the side, you've got your animal dialogue box just there. So that's going to hold 60 cows. Then down this end, you got your slurry taken out point. Ah, that's an alright building. I do like the old ivy growing up the side of the building. That looks ace. Right, next up is Gristmill with Mixer Crossplay. This is by A2 Oki, 4.2 megabyte on the download. You're going to find both of these in the construction menu and under productions and factories. So we'll scroll along a touch to find these. There we are. So we've got two versions. So obviously you do need to be paying attention when you're placing it down. They're both going to cost you 14 grand. They both look the same, both work the same. But obviously the stuff you put in and the stuff you get out is a little bit different. So we'll go with that. So first off, we've got the grist mill with mixer. So that's going to be for your mineral feed. And then we've got the other grist mill with mixer, which is going to be making your pig food. Indeed. So you've got your loading in point just there. Got your taking out point just there. Obviously both work the same. Got production chain menus there. So this one is going to be for your mineral feed. So you got wheat, canola, soybeans, barley and oats going in various different recipes. Now it is a 1-for-1 going in. So you like that one there. You got 2 wheat, 1 canola, 1 soybean. You get 4 out. So it does work out that way. And then you got your pig food version, wheat, barley, canola, corn and oats again. But obviously it's going to come out as pig food. Again, 1-for-1, making it up. I mean, they don't hold a lot. They are quite small in that sense. So you will need to keep it going, keep it emptying, especially with the pig food. I mean, the mineral feed, that should be all right. You don't really use much of that anyway. But the pig foods, yeah, I think if you've got a big... What's it? It's not a flock of pigs, is it? A big herd of pigs? No, it's not herd of pigs. A big pigsty of pigs. We'll go with that. If you've got a big pigsty of pigs, yeah, you might need a couple of these to keep them going. But still, that looks all right. Right, next up is Greenhouse. This is by Alexander Tarasenko, 4.87 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in a construction menu and, as you can imagine, under productions and greenhouses. So we've got that there, 20 grand. It's going to do your standard lettuce, tomatoes and strawberries, and quite possibly might be the longest greenhouse in the game. It is a long one. It's a long boy. Now you are going to need to put in manure as well, so that'll go in there. Got your water goes into that point, and you've got your production chain menu just there. So standard shenanigans on the go. Although to be fair, I think the recipe's a little different. 10 water, 6 manure, 5 tomatoes, 15 and 6 for 5 lettuce, and then 10 and 6 for 7 strawberry. So the mixture, the ratio, the recipe, whatever you want to call it, is a little bit different and a little bit bigger. That being said, that's all right. Right, next up is Bio Greenhouses. This is by Cookie Cat, 47.31 megabyte on the download, and we've got some new stuff. I'm saying stuff that might be a little bit early. Yeah, we'll get back to that in a minute. In the construction menu, and obviously on the productions and greenhouses first. So we've got these here. So first off, we've got plenty of versions. We've got the small dome greenhouse. That's going to cost you 4,140. The medium greenhouse, 8,200. Large one, 16,560. We then got squared off versions, triangular versions. Yeah, we'll go with that. A little bit more expensive, 6,240. We then got the medium for 12,480 and the large for 24,960. We then go to the open plots, 2,778. We then got the medium one, 5,052, and the large one for 9,360. But indeed, we come up to them. Obviously, you put your stuff in there like that. You put your water and your seed and your manure in there. We'll come in here like that. There we are. There's your production chain menu. And we can make new stuff. Now, what I'm saying is stuff early. It's not really, obviously, it's come out as a mod. Different field type and that sort of thing. You can grow all these. You can grow potatoes, onions. Well, spring onions has been announced for FS25, definitely. So sort of close enough on that one. Lettuce, tomato, peas. That's been announced. That's all right. Beans. I mean, we're getting field beans from what I've seen. Then you've got your strawberries, got blueberries, and you've got raspberries. Now, all of the greenhouses, they do the same. They make all the same. Obviously, the smaller one does it slower than the big one, that sort of thing. So whether you go for the domed ones or the, I'm going to call them triangular ones anyway, or the open ones, they're all going to produce the same, all those crops. Now, what do you do when you've got the crops done? Because there's no pallets that have been spawned here. There is no pallet spawn point. What you need to do is come up with a trailer. Indeed. You got a trailer out your stuff. Then what you do with it after that? Well, you go into the production chain menu. You then go into the construction menu. You go to your factories. You'll come across to this one here, the fruit and veg production. You'll spin around like that, and ta-da! Here's one I made earlier. You put one of these down, 250 grand, and you can be taking all the crops out of there and one extra, and you can be making some other stuff. And obviously, once you've made it, you've got a sell point just there for you as well. So in the construction menu and under productions and sell points, we've got this one here. It's only going to cost you 100. Place it down, put it next to a building, entirely up to you. Although you have got a sell wood icon there as well, so that might be a sell everything silo. Sell point. You then got this, so you got your loading in point, you got your production chain menu, and we got all of these pallets. I mean, to be fair, some of them are doubled up, but we have got some new stuff. So we'll come to the production chain menu just there like that. So you can make, you can produce washed strawberries, washed blueberries, washed raspberries, washed grapes, washed potatoes, onions, lettuce, tomatoes, peas, and beans. So it's a washing facility. You put all your stuff in there. It's going to go through. It's going to get all cleaned off. All that stuff, all the dirt and whatever gets knocked off. And then away you go. You get these pallets. So we have got some washed grapes. And obviously I put these in separately because those didn't make grapes, mind you. But I did put those on distribute. And it just chucked it all straight in there. That's no problem. We then got what we've got down the bottom. We got washed tomatoes, some more washed grapes, Then we've got onions there. We've got peas. We've got lettuce. More onions. There's your beans. What's the top one? Strawberries on the top. Strawberries, lettuce. You get the idea. It's going to wash all your stuff off, and then away you go. Now, whilst we're on that subject, how much of the stuff is going to be making whilst we wash it off? So if we go for instance, we'll go for strawberries. So at the supermarket, that's part of a mod, mind you, it's going to cost you £1,000. Well, you're going to sell it for £1,000. We'll ignore that one because that's a separate mod. So it's going to get you about 800. We'll say 800 for easiness of maths for a pallet of strawberries. Well, 1,000 litres of strawberries. Now the washed ones Wash ones giving you 2.5 grand. Wow. That's definitely a markup. So we've got the... Actually, what is the sell point for the wash ones? We combine the two, actually. So it's sell all, 2.5 grand. Let's go back up to the strawberries. What's the sell all saying there? So sell all's 836 to 2.5 grand. So that little thing there is like giving you 3 times the amount that you would get for your standard strawberries. Oh, that is all right indeed. Right, next up is the Chrome TX460. This is by Cradle, 13.26 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it on the trailers. Now, as the name suggests, it's got 46,000 litre capacity, 66 grand to buy. Got the option of cover, yes or no. Tyre brands, Trelleborg, Michelin, Vredestein, BKT, Lizard, and then back to Trelleborg. There's a couple of different options on the go in there. Design, 2-axle, 3-axle, or 2. You then got reflectors, yes or no. Puts those stripes down the side of the vehicle, well, on the trailer rather than a vehicle. Headlights. So you've got 1 headlight, 2 headlight. All right, where's the headlight? Is it going to be round the back? Let's have a look round the back. 1 headlight, 2 headlight. Oh, it's the light at the top there. It's changing the... All right, fair enough. The design rather than actual numbering. Right, fair enough. Back door, old back door or new one. Fair enough. Metering rollers with or without. So it puts the rollers in the back like that. You then got design colour, which I'd imagine is going to be your stripes down the side. There you are. You got your rim colour, so obviously going to be your rims. And that's your options. Oh, that's an alright trailer, that is. Right, next up is Bailey High Lift Trailer. This is by Ross and Mods, 19.7 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it on the trailers. So it's got a 17,300 litre capacity, 38 grand. You got wheel brands, BKT, Trelleborg, Michelin, Vredestein, back to BKT. Got the option there of attacher types. You've got UK, Scharmuller cut bore, does the belt on the front, or back to the UK. Main colour is going to be your main colour. Cover colour is obviously going to be your cover, and then your rims is going to be your rims. I'll go with Crow every day of the week. Now, it says it's a high lift trailer, so let's give it a go. Let's see how high it actually is. So I'm going to try and dump it into this trailer. Actually, how does it unload? Is that going to be at the back? We'll go over back, so we'll take the cover off. There you are. And then... Alright, here we go. This could be quite high. Right, let's give it a go. Up like that. There we are. So, lifted right up. Oh, that's alright indeed. Let's go a bit closer. There we are. So, doing LB and right stick up and down. So, it gets to the top like that. There we are. Back it up. RB and Y. That's ace. Unloading one trailer into another. Oh, I like that. That is alright. I mean, actually, is it going into... Yeah, it has gone into that trailer. I just thought for a minute it might have gone into that silo, but now it's gone into the trailer. That is alright. That was alright indeed. Now, fold rear hitch. Oh, does that bit at the back's got its own little trailer hitch? You can make a bit of a train on the go with that. That's alright indeed. And then that's your option. So you just... LB and right stick and it folds it down. Oh, that's an ace trailer. Right, next up is the Sip Spider 354 ALP. This is by Wolfex Modding and Whiteboard Modding. 5.91 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it on the Tedders. Now, it only requires 25 horsepower from your tractor. So, old school, well, I say old school role play sort of thing. I mean, it doesn't look old. I mean, it's going to look out of place on an old school tractor, mind you, but you could use it with like really low horsepower tractors, that sort of thing anyway. 3.5 meter working whip, so it is going to be for your small farming shenanigans. 9 mile an hour working speed, and it's only going to cost you 5.5 grand. That's not bad. I mean, yeah, it may look out of place on an old school role play, but still, that is well cheap. Right, next up is the Lizard SUV 2021 4x4. This is by T3 Mock Modding and Xerox. 20.5 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it on the cars. Now, it's called Lizard, but let's face it, this is a Skoda Kodiaq. Yeah, I'll pop up this picture. It's exactly the same thing. Right, fair enough. 300 horsepower engine, 74 mile an hour top speed, 56,200 to buy. And then you've got some options. You got blue light, yes or no. Yeah. Front flashes, yes or no. Puts those in the grille. Crossing flashes, yes or no. Puts those on the bumper. You then got this design, color choice. So you can have it. If you go for that one, you can change the main color. No problem. You go for whichever one you want. Or you could go for a police. Why not? Fire department, or back to the original color. No, it's got to be police. It's got to be. Now, tuning does a little bit of I'm going to say a little bit of a touching up on the front. It's like takes the chrome bits and turns them black like round the grill. Then got attachers, yes or no. So spin it round the back. Put a little trailer hitch on it. Fair enough. Obviously, your main colour is going to change your colour if you've got it on colour selection. Then your rim colour is going to be any one of those three. And then that's your options. Now, look at it. Oh, that's ace. Right, we'll start it up. There is a few different things on here. So if we do LB and RB together, we've got this. Now, brace yourself. It is kind of loud. Dear, oh dear. Now you got the option of LB and RB together and X. If you press that, you can change the siren. Press it again. And then press it again and it goes back to the original. Now obviously you go for whichever siren you like. It's a little bit loud, mind you, but alright, fair enough. You then got the option of turning the lights on. Look at that. Yeah, come on, arrest some people. Oh, why not? I mean, especially if you've got the tow hitch on the back, you could pull people over and then just tow the vehicles away. Oh, why not? I mean, to be fair, the camera angle looks a little bit weird, mind you, but alright, it is what it is. That is ace. That is ace indeed. Now, it's a required mod for some reason. I'm going to pull the police car into the fire station, because, you know, why not? It doesn't say it on the website, but when I tried to start the game up, it said you're required to have the emergency pack, because with this LB and RB together and Y, you could start a scenario. Alright, we have an emergency. A fire has been reported. Hold on, I'm in the police car. It's not fire support. Well, fire start. I'm not in the fire car. Why has it done that? But it doesn't say it's a required mod on the website, on the Mod Hub website, farmsimulator.com, but it does say that when you want to load into a game, so just bear that in mind. That being said, though, that's alright. Right, next up is the John Deere 8R Series 2014 US. This is by Dints and STX Farms, 59.29 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it on the large tractors. Now, it's got a 290 horsepower engine, 25 mile an hour top speed, 210 grand, although it does come with £1,000 optional extra, which is interesting. So you've got AdBlue, which to be fair don't mean anything for us on console, so we'll get rid of that. We don't need that. And it puts it back to the base price. Right, fair enough. You then got the engine output. So it starts off at 290. We then got 3 different gearboxes. So we've got the power shift, we've got the auto power, and then we got the auto power right hand reverser. Yes, a gearbox. All right, I'll just play with auto gearbox anyway. So we'll carry on. We've also got an E23. That's 4 gearboxes. Oh, and a right hand reverse. That's 5 different gearboxes. Really? Do we need 5 different gearboxes? All right, fair enough. 316 horsepower engine for all the different gearboxes. Yeah, we'll go through those. Yeah, and then we've got the 342 horsepower with all the different gearboxes. Yeah, we'll carry on. We then got 368 horsepower with a million different gearboxes. We've got then 394. Again, 5 gearboxes. We got 420 with 5 different gearboxes. And then we've got 450. I only had a couple of gearboxes on, mind you. So 1, 2. Yeah, that's only got 2 on it. And the 420's got, the 420's got 3. No, was it 4? There's plenty of gearboxes on the go with that anyway. So you then come down to your wheel brands. So you got your Continental, Michelin, Mitre, Lizard, and then Lizard again, and then Continental. You've got 2 different versions of Lizard. Now there's something Ace in one of these. Is it this one or is it the other one? Could have been the other Lizard, to be fair. Might be the other one. There we are. We've got these. Good stay to them. LSWs. Oh, they look ace. Absolutely ace. You then got the Gen 4 monitors. So 4100, 4200, 4600, then back to 4100. Additional equipment. So we've got standard, electric bonnet opener, side wiper, back window sticker, standard side wiper, and then back window sticker. Yeah, it's going to cycle through. So you got the first bunch, and then you can have different options with all of them. Then got Starfire. So it's going to be your GPS. So it doesn't mean anything for us on console until we get FS25. You then got the holder, 3000, 3000 GS 2630, 6000, 6000 the GS 2630, the GS 4640, then the RTK version, and just different combinations of the lot. 7000's in there as well. And carries on. And you go for whichever one you want. Obviously, console doesn't make much difference. You then got lights, halogen, LED, or halogen. Come down to additional lights. So we've got 1, 2, 1 and 2, or standard. You then got fenders. You've got front wide, back wide, back wide 2, back and front. So it's going to be a different load of combinations, like everything else so far. You go pick whichever one you want. You then got mirrors. So you've got rear view mirror old, rear view mirror new, electric mirror old, electric mirror new, ultimate. What's a mirror been an ultimate mirror? But all right, fair enough. Electric ultimate, and then back to standard. You then come down to your seat controls. So we've got multifunctional joystick or standard. Beacons and warning signs. So we've got no, left beacon, right beacon, both of them, oversized on the front, warning signs, which is going to be your indicator stalks on the side there like that. You then got left oversize. What do you mean left over? Left? Oh, left beacon and oversize. Oh, I see what they're doing. They're going to be having a combo of all sorts. You just, when you come in from the shop, if you just press left once, and then you get everything. Right, no worries. Front mountings, you got 0 kilo front weight, 200 kilo, 400, 700, 1100, rock box and rocks, rock box and weights, rock box and rates and rocks, 3 point number 2, and then back to your 0. You then come down to your AdBlue, yes or no. I mean, that doesn't make much difference. We're on console. So then you got your seat color, fabric or leather. You then got your windows, tinted or not. Okay, and then that's your options. But that looks ace. Right, next up is the John Deere 8000. This is by Smetty, 23.23 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under large tractors. Now, it's got 160 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour top speed, 121,200 of your hard-earned coinage to buy. You can then change the engine output from 160 to 180, 200, 225, then back to 160. So you get your wheel brands, Continental, Trelleborg, Michelin, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, and back to Continental. We've got all sorts of on going there. Got twins all around. That's all right. Mudguards, so we've got EU, EU2, US, or back to EU. Front fenders, EU, US, or none. Side signs, yes or no. Front grille, number 1, number 2, or number 1. They've got exhaust, number 2, 3, or back to number 1. Mirrors, 2 or 1. You then got beacons, so number 1, number 2, number 3, or nothing. You then got interior, so we've got no, we've got number 1. What's it actually doing? Doesn't seem to be doing anything. So we've got nothing on the interior. I mean, something. Oh, it's putting a rear view mirror at the top there. Right, okay, I see. Just above your right hand shoulder, just there. Right, fair enough. Number 2 is going to be a little buddy seat. Number 3. I was putting a radio at the top there. It's so difficult to see some of these. Number 4 is changing the carpet. Oh, you can have a green John Deere carpet. That's all right. Number 5 is a yellow carpet or nothing. Not quite sure yellow carpet would be that good. Or to be fair, the green's pretty bright anyway. Both are going to get filthy, but all right, no worries. Attachers, we've got standard, 1600 kilo front weight. Standard 2, 1600 kilo front weight with a different design. 3 point number 2, or back to standard. Then you've got your main colour, green, black, or white. Actually, that looks all right in the black, to be fair. Design colour, we'll go over yellow. Does the grille. Actually, that's looking all right indeed. Then you've got your rim colour, again, obviously going to be your rims. What about if we go... Oh, indeed, that looks ace. Well, the last mod for the day is the Lizard Steiger 250. This is by AAA Modding, 27.88 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under large tractors. Now, it's got a 250 horsepower engine, 15 mile an hour top speed, 26.5 grand to buy, which is very cheap. Very cheap indeed. You then got the option of wheel brands Trelleborg, Lizard, BKT, Continental, Michelin, Mitas, Raderstein, Trelleborg, and then back to Lizard. Oh, we've done those first two. Right, so we've got wides 2, got some narrows. Yeah, I'm not sure on that. I mean, you got narrow 2, twins. Actually, narrow twins. They look all right, actually. So you got beacon, yes or no. Design colour, it's going to be yellow. Whichever shade of yellow you want, it's going to be that. And then the rim colour is going to be exactly the same. That's going to do the hubs rather than the actual wheels. But old school, boxy, sort of like a really small big bud, that sort of thing. Yeah, very nice. Got a few updates as well. So you've got the Namaslo Maricel pack by JMZ. The Massey Ferguson SD2 by ADOB Modding ABP team featuring BSM. The Silos Container pack by DD Mod Passion. The Addable Triggers by Farmer 5 Tom. And the Pipe Control for Forage Harvesters by DD Mod Passion.